went out hard. He's tall. He holds so much water. Here is into the turn for a big guy. He gets tight. Some big fly kicks. Coming into the finish here. Head down. He's tiring, but he got his arm on the wall first. Baroni finished fast. Gets second. But probably most importantly for the London Roar, Elijah Winnington gets third. A 1-3 for the Roar.
15 points for London versus only 3 points for Energy Standard, as Graham is 4 for 4 in the 200 freestyle.
Alex, that looked like that hurt. You took it out hard there.
Oh yeah, it hurt me so much, but that was the plan. I knew it was a fast field, so I had to take it out hard and yeah, get the maximum points. It's good.
You've been undefeated in that event so far of this ISL. Is that what you came here to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted that one pretty bad, but you know, I'm doing it for the team as well. It's good to have the team behind me, so it's good.
Well done.
Big time win for the London Roar. They have moved into second, 2 points ahead of the Cali Condors, but still chasing Energy Standard. Big field here, 50 backstroke. Emily Seebohm, she's going to be in lane number 1 with Georgia Davies. Shmoliga, who's earned 24 points in this 50 backstroke, won twice, third in College Park, Maryland at the American Derby, and Kali Mas going in the middle for the Cali Condors. Baker, we've already seen her get a win in the 200 backstroke, but you'd think Minna Atherton, she would be the favorite, but she was just handed her first ISL defeat earlier tonight.
Yeah, she's got a smile on the face, but that 200 back was not her best. But it's one of these things. Has she rested more, and her speed's going to be there, but her endurance is going to be lacking. This is going to be a tight one. The world record, 25.67 to Medeiros from Brazil. She's not in here, but Seebohm's been 25, Smoliga 25, Barrett 25, and Atherton 25. This could be a tight race. It could be a world record.
Could be a great event for the London Roar. Atherton paired with Holly Barrett. Those two have the 2 fastest times in the field so far, but look at the start by Beryl Gastadello. She gets inserted into the lineup for the LA Current. She has been fired this season, folks. And Beryl Gastadello, Olivia Shmoliga battling it out. It's gonna be Olivia Shmoliga getting the win, but how about Beryl Gastadello finishing second for the LA Current?
It was always going to be tight. Smoliga, she got a hand on the wall first. A fast start. There was nothing in it. Gastadello looked really strong down the first 25, but Smoliga came back the better. 25.89 takes it. Smoliga, she was flying. Smoliga takes the 9 points for the Cali Condors.
Another win on day 1 of the grand final for the Cali Condors.
Olivia, that was a great race. It was really close.
Really close. The 50 back always is. A lot about underwaters, just hitting your turn really well. I'm glad that Cali Condors came out with the win.
How have you prepared for this weekend? Have you rested back more this weekend?
Yes, absolutely. Rested, shaved these legs. So we're really looking forward to some fast swims. Already I've had so many. Caleb with the world record. You know, we're just on a roll. Really building on momentum of the team.
We'll keep it going.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
7th win on day number 1 for the Cali Condors. But right now, Energy Standard still in the lead. Men's 50 meters backstroke is next. And just like we saw earlier in the 200 back, this one is interesting. You got 3 of the top 4 at the World Championships represented here in this final field. American Derby champion Matt Grievers, Ryan Murphy. We saw him win the 200 back earlier. He talked about what a race and what a schedule he had. The world record holder for Manadou, he's in lane number 1.
Yeah, he's already lost one of his world records on the 50 freestyle to Caleb Dressel. 22.2 is the world record on this 50 backstroke. Guido, though, over here in lane 7 for the London Raw. He's not lost one of these races. 22.5 is his fastest in the world this year. And also Kalashnikov in lane 2 for Energy Standard. He was European champion just 1 week ago at 22.6 seconds. Expect this to be another tight race.
Guido 3 for 3 in the 50 back, the second fastest in history. Guido will be in lane number 7. Manadou in lane number 1.
These sprint events are all about getting off the block quickly, getting into your stroke, fast turnover, powerful swimming. We've not seen Guido lose one of these races yet, and he's out fast, he's out first, he goes down deep, using the underwater. Here they go.
Look at this field, look at Guido go! Guido 4 for 4, London roaring again!
22.77, it wasn't a fast time, but we see that big smile again. He's won another race. This is his event. Manadou touches second, 23.0. Here's Guido closest to us. Out so quick. Such a powerful guy. Such fast turnover. Leading by half of a length into the flags. Takes the race by 0.3 of a second for the London Raw.
What a year. Guilherme Guido, another win for the London Roar.
Guido, what a race that was. I think you've just had a breakout meet here at the ISL.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was invicto, both in the 50. I'm not used to do this back-to-back, 25 minutes after the relay, but I really enjoy. I think I'm gonna do more of this.
You should. What do you think to the crowd here?
Yeah, it's really nice, We just... Thank you very much. I just want to appreciate you guys support sports. So I'm really happy to be here and see this crowd.
Well done.
London into second, and the Europeans, the top 2 teams here on day 1 of the grand final in Las Vegas. This one, it's all about the stars, trying to get the teams their first ever ISL champion. We talked to the stars of the league about what it would mean for their team to hoist the trophy at the end of the grand final.
It would mean everything for London Raw to be able to hoist that trophy, and this is really a new era in swimming. I mean, who would have thought that a swimming competition would come to Las Vegas, that there would be billboards advertising swimming alongside, a drag show along the Las Vegas Boulevard. It's unheard of.
I think between all 4 teams is going to come down to, very close points. I don't know if there's one team who's going to completely run away with it. So I think it's just about winning those close races, and it's not about just the first place finishes, but the 3rd to 4th, 5th to 6th, even those 7 and 8. Just getting your hand on the wall and winning those close races. I think it's what it's going to come down to every team, not just us.
It would be incredible if we could win the first ever ISL championship. My hope is that this continues to grow, and we could kind of be like the bookmarkers, the people that were the first ever. You can never take that title away from anyone.
I definitely think we are favorites because we've been winning every competition so far. So we have an even stronger team now also.
So Sjöström, Energy Standard, they lead 186 points, looking good to raise that first trophy. But up next, one of the best events for the Cali Condors, Lily King trying to remain unbeaten in the breaststroke events. She is down on the pool deck with Becky Adlington. Becky?
Lily, we've seen you win the 50 meters breaststroke. How hard is it to switch to the 200?
Not too bad. I think the 50 is a pretty good warm-up. I just try to think of it kind of as my pace 50 before the 200, and I've got enough time in between events, so it's not too bad.
You like to play around with tactics as well when you race. Is that on purpose, or is that just like you're just trying to get the win?
Sometimes I get distracted like halfway through the race, but I know if I don't go out hard, then it's not going to be good. So.
And what is it like just being part of a team here? Because it's not so focused on the individuals. It's more about that team support and doing it for the points.
Right, it's fun. I've got a rooting interest in every race, and for the Americans, it's a lot like collegiate swimming, so it's something that I'm pretty used to. So it's been really fun though.
And how is it just being here at the final as well after so long?
It's crazy, like all the lights, and it's like it was such a big production before for the regular season meets, and now for the finals it's even bigger. So it's just cool to see everything.
And what would it mean if you guys won?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I mean, I think somebody said we're the underdogs, which I don't really believe, but we'll see.
Well, good luck for your race.
Lily King's always confident. There's certainly nothing that says anything about what she has done this season for the Cali Condors, and between her and Kelsey Wong, she's been second to King in every event that she has swum, so this is a big event upcoming for the Cali Condors, who have won 6 events so far on day number 1 of the grand final, but they trail Energy Standard and the London Roar, with the 200 breaststroke and the relay still to come. All right, it is time for Lily King in the women's 200 breaststroke. 10 for 10. She's won all 3 200 breaststrokes that she has swum, and this probably still is the most difficult race for Lily King. The question is, who in this field could upset the king of breaststroke?
Well, Kira Smith in 1 for Energy Standard. She's been a 218. Kelsey Wong, not slow either, 218. Lily King's a 217 swimmer, but Annie Lazor's been a 218 in 5 for the LA Current. And let's not count out Sydney Brickram. She's been a 219 down in 7 for London Roar. So Lily King won't have it all her own way. She's got an awful lot of speed, but this is 8 lengths breaststroke. Can she get the pacing right? Does she get distracted like she just said? She needs to stay in it to win it.
Brickram will be down in lane number 7. She's the European Derby champion. But the fastest 2 in the world so far swim for the Cali Condors. King, unbeaten in this event at 22 years old. And again, you think about how important it is, those team points, because despite the fact that we've seen so many wins today by the Cali Condors, it's Energy Standard of the London Roar beating them because of the relays, because of how tightly matched they've been able to have their teammates.
Yeah, like we said, it's not about getting your first swim on the wall first if your second swimmer is coming last. King, though, leading out this 200 breaststroke. She's got speed. It's how well she paces this. So for the 50 breaststroke, it's all tempo, it's turnover, it's power. The 200 breaststroke is more about stroke, length, and timing. It's Lily King, though, leading the way. Kelsey Wong with her, and Jocelyn Juliet from Energy Standard. But still, there's not a lot separating the first 7 ladies.
Look at Juliet, she just got added to this Energy Standard team, just like Seto, and she's going to have the lead halfway through, in front of Wong, in front of King.
And Jocelyn Juliet, she's not swam many major international competitions, and here she is taking it to Lily King, arguably the world's best breaststroker, sprint breaststroker at the moment. There's 3 laps to go. Kelsey Wog still looking good as well. She's still looking long and strong, but also coming back into it. Ann Laser from the LA Current now with 2 laps to go. Has Lily King got anything left in the tank?
Wong in the lead. 50 meters of breaststroke to go. This is where you expect King to pick up the tempo, and that is exactly what she does. King trying to surge into the lead, and the Cali Condor sitting 1-2 in this 200 breaststroke with 25 meters of breaststroke to go.
Yeah, Lily King has saved a lot. Here she goes. She's up in the tempo, up in the speed. Kelsey Wong, can they get 1-2?
Look at King doing it in the final 50. She is unbeaten. Her 11th ISL breaststroke win. 2:17.03. 1-2 for the Cali Condors. 16 big points there in that race.
It just shows you just different ways of swimming a race. Lily King didn't use her speed at the beginning. She brought it in at the end. 2:17.0 for her is her best time. Her best time on the 50 breaststroke tonight. And again, her best time on the 200 breaststroke from one end of the spectrum to the other. Here she is on the start. Tight streamline position, one hand on top of the other. Here comes the pull. Powerful. Breaking the surface in the first stroke, and here we are into the finish. Up to tempo. Dug deep. The 1-2 for the Cali Condors. Perfect timing. She had it under control all the way through. There with a teammate, Kelsey Wog.
So they cut it down to a 15-point deficit between Energy Standard, who's got 193 points at the top. 16 for the Condors, 7 for the Current, Roar, and Energy Standard. One final individual event before we conclude day 1 of the grand final with a relay. And this is a great event, folks, for Energy Standard. Shimanovic, Anton Chupkov. Chupkov won this event in Indianapolis and won the European Derby. It's Wilson and Nick Fink who has 17 points this season so far swimming breaststroke, 2nd in Naples, but 4th in the American Derby. Josh Brino in lane number 6, he was silver in Rio in 2016 in the 200 breaststroke, but he hasn't performed to form so far in the 200 breaststroke. And Joe Brugada in 7, Matthew Wilson in lane number 8.
Pagoda in 7, or in 8, sorry, he is the world record holder on this event at 2 minutes, 0.1. He looked strong earlier in the relay on the 100 breaststroke. What's he got this evening? We've seen Lily King take out the women's 200 breaststroke. Here's the men.
Brugada's highest finish, 2nd in Budapest.
The last individual event of the evening before the last relay of day 1. Points at stake. And did you stand and lead the way? Not their strongest event, and the other teams need to take advantage. It's Fink in 4, Cali Condors, and Lincoln, Will Lincoln of the LA Current here and taking out hard.
We've already seen Fink get a breaststroke win.
Lincoln Fink, nice high elbows on this breaststroke, catching an awful lot of water. Here he is using the underwater phase. Nice long stroke, diving down at the front of the stroke. Pagoda in lane 8, don't count him out. Remember, he'll come back really strong. He is the world record holder. Fink for the Cali Condors, staying on. Lincoln's hips, using him to take him out. Is he pacing? Has he got a lot left?
You'd almost expect Anton Chupkov, who's the world champion in this event, to work his way back into the field, but it's Will Lacan from the LA Current leading. 50 to go. And look at the battle, folks, for second and third.
Yeah, Will Lincoln leading the way. Fink, he's chasing down. He's upped his tempo. Here he is. He's sprinting to the wall. How much has Pagoda got left down here in 8 as well? He's not going to get back into it. The competition is in the middle of the pool.
Here comes Fink. Can Fink get his hand on the wall first? Can he pull a Lily King? Look at this, final 25, Fink! He does it! Cali Condors finishing on top again. What guts by Nick Fink down the stretch there. His second win of the day.
Wow, what a great swim. Obviously watched Lily King from his team earlier go out easy, come back hard. Use Will Lincoln to pace him out in the first part of the race. Takes it at the end, just by 0.08 of a second. It was tight towards the end. 0.08 is nothing. It's fingernails. It was Fink surging at the end. He got his hands on the wall first. Diving forward, paced it to perfection. Maximum points for the Cali Condors. Things tighten up, getting tight towards the top of the field.
10 points for the Cali Condors. And look at this, 199 for energy standard, but the Condors get Fink in his second win of the grand final.
Nick, your second win of the evening. I imagine that one hurt a little bit more than the 50.
Oh, just a little bit, but I knew that the doors would cheer me on. I knew I had to get that win, so I fought through that pain.
Does that really help the support of your team, knowing that they're behind you every single stroke?
Absolutely, yeah. No, for sure. I mean, the box is packed right. Eagle's Nest, or the Condor's Nest is packed right now. So, you know, knowing they were cheering right there really kept me motivated.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Man, that was big. What a gutsy first day by the Cali Condors. And we'll finish it up with the relay. Final opportunity for double points. And you think about why Energy Standard has had such a great day. Again, James Gibson, relay master, we call him.
He is the relay master. He tends to get these spot on. He's got a great team. All the teams are good, but he seems to make it the matchup just right. He gets the combinations right. They get the hand on the wall first. They get maximum points. And it's double. Double is big. Here come the Condors. They've had some big swims tonight. They've got Dressel going again for them on the anchor of their relay. Remember, this is about strength and depth. The Current have got some good boys in there. Some fresh arms, some fresh legs. They're going to need it. Last event on the first night. And the Raw. Chalmers, McAvoy, Guy, Scott. It's a big relay. 32 big men. Going hard, going fast. It's going to get washing. Dressel leading out the Cali Condors in 3. Expect them to be out fast.
The two European teams, they have dominated the relays this season.
There's some tired bodies out there, but none more than Caleb Dressel. He's been up a lot for his team this evening, but he's taking it out. Superb. His skills, second to none. The fastest man on the planet, leading the way down the first 50 for the Cali Condors.
Look at this start by Nathan Adrian for the LA Current. Out well, but what a first day. A world record, if you're just joining us, for Caleb Dressel in the 50 freestyle. One of 2 world records that we saw here on day 1 of the grand final.
How good does Dressel look? A body length ahead of Adrian. This is fast. 45.75, giving the current a lead. Remember, 3 more legs though. This is about a team, it's not about one individual. Dressel does his bit. Now goes Bo Becker for the Cali Condors. They look smooth, they're heading the way. The rest, they're all chasing.
They gave Bo Becker a lot of white water behind him after that great start. Right now, it's the Cali Condors, followed by Kyle Chalmers swimming in lane number 7 for the London Roar. Final event, day number 1. We've already seen the Cali Condors get 9 wins, but none of them have been for double points. None of them have been relay wins.
Now this is a massive relay. The Roar can win it. They're going to start getting back on pace. Remember, Energy Standard, they're not out of it either. 2 great teams. Chad Leclerc's just gone in lane 2 for them. Cali Condors in second, just been taken over by the London Roar in 7. They're taking it on now.
Yuri Kissel into the lead, 150 meters to go. Kasper Majek, let's see how he can answer. Energy Standard's got 2 relay teams that look good.
And that's the thing, remember in the relays, it's not just about the winner, it's also your second team. You split your swimmers between the 2 teams and get 2 solid teams rather than 1 great team. Here we are, the last leg. Roar from leading just from the Cali Condors, and then 3rd and 4th Energy Standard.
And it goes down to Scott Duncan, maybe one of the most dynamic swimmers in the world next to Caleb Dressel. This is a guy that can do just about anything. Ben Proud trying to move up in lane number 2 for Energy Standard, battling against Justin Ress.
Yeah, Ben Proud, fast 50 swimmer. How much has he got left down the second 50 though? Scott though, he's out. He's on his own. He looks so good. He's had a great year.
London Roar trying to get their 2nd relay win as they battle for 2nd. London, they got it. They win. And Cali Condors, they get their hand on the wall 2nd.
Wow. What a race to finish the evening off. Like I said, there's some tired bodies out there. Swam a lot of races, but this is the strength and depth. Some of your team members have not swam this evening. They come in fresh. That's when you need to look at the strategy of your team and just put some guys in there just to do the relay so they can stay fresh. Here's Scott breathing every stroke. He was blowing, but he had enough. Head down for the last few strokes. Great win for the London Roar. Maximum points, but their second team came in 8th.
20 points for the Roar, 20 points for Energy Standard. You talk about that 1st and 8th. But they do get the win. Energy Standard gets 20 points and 2 better than the Cali Condors. And look at how tight the grand final is. 219 points, Energy Standard. Cali Condors 2nd, London Roar 3rd. But Chad Leclerc and Energy Standard, they lead it after day number 1.
Chad, it's been a great night for Energy Standard. Obviously, you're captain of that team. How proud are you so far?
Yeah, the team's been amazing. A lot of guts, so it was a tough night tonight. I was disappointed in my performances tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow strong, and I think we're leading the points. So that's all that matters, getting the points on the table for day 1.
And how are you going to move it on tomorrow?
Yeah, we're just going to attack it. We knew it was going to be tough. Every race was a dogfight. Some outstanding performances on the day. So Caleb Dressel, of course, both breaking world records, amazing. And tomorrow's going to be another tough day.
What are your races tomorrow?
I got another 4 races tomorrow again. I got 100 free, 50 fly, 2 fly, and then 100 free relay, all within like 45 minutes.
You don't take it easy, do you?
Nah, I mean, it's about the team, So whether I, get second, third, fourth, as long as I'm getting more points than I did last time. So we'll try our best, and hopefully we get a win tomorrow.
We'll keep it going.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Chad Leclerc came into the grand final 2nd in the season MVP battle. Another great performance For Chad Leclos, MVP standings, this is the way that it looks. Caleb Dressel, he's got 52 points. Fink with 41. Sjostrom with 37. Lily King doing her part. And Chad Leclos with 29 points here on day number 1. But how about this first day for Caleb Dressel? And coming up tomorrow, this is what will decide which team is the ISL champions. And it finishes with the Skins. Triple points.
Triple points in the Skins. The fastest men on the planet. 3 races back-to-back with 3 minutes rest. The same for the women. And it's triple points for grabs. It's not over until it's over.
Energy Standard will carry a 13.5-point lead over the Cali Condors. They had 9 first-day wins, but it's the only unbeaten team in the ISL leading after the first day of the grand final here in Vegas. Wow, what a first day. There is a look at our match score after the first day. And needless to say, every team has a chance to make their move in the final day. Look at how tight things are, particularly between our top 3 teams.
You can see earlier, just in one event, what a difference one event can make. You can get a 10, 15-point swing in one event, depending on whether it's a relay or an individual. So it is tight. It might look like there's a few points there. We've seen Energy Standard get a team disqualified in the past and lose 30 points in one race. So it's going to go down to the wire, and the wire is also the Skins.
And it's all about the tactics and putting together the roster, and obviously Energy Standard, they made a big move. They added Diaceto onto their team for this event. He set a world record in the 400 IM. They also put together some great performances, particularly from Sarah Sjostrom and company. They get the relay wins early in the competition.
There's so many events, so many races, different strokes, different distances. It comes down to your team. Here was PT. He didn't win the 50 breast. There's a lot of swimming being done, but a lot more swimming to come tomorrow.
Big first day for Sarah Sjostrom. Down with Becky.
Sarah, your team are currently leading, and that's a lot of thanks to you.
Yeah, I think everyone in the team did very well. We know every point matters, so we, even if we don't win the event, we try to make sure we come 5th instead of 6th, for example. We know every point matters all the way, and also tomorrow it's gonna be even more important to keep getting the points and have fun, and just try to be even faster tomorrow.
And you're currently leading on season MVP. Is that something that you think about? Does it mean a lot to you?
Yeah, I did think about it a little bit after my 100 fly today. I was a little bit disappointed with that race, but we still got the points for the team, which is the most important. And I also won the 50-meter freestyle, which helped me a little bit for that. But I have my strongest events tomorrow. For example, the Skins, which is triple points, and also the 50-meter butterfly. So I have some really good events tomorrow coming up, and even for the whole team, we have our best events tomorrow.
And how have you adapted your training for this format? I think you guys are such a pro of it now that we've had so many matches, but has it something that you've really had to think about in your training schedule?
So I've been resting for this meet more than I've done before the other meets. It's actually the first time I do a taper for a short course meet ever, so I didn't really know how to do that. I've been doing a short course meet after world champs and stuff before, so I continue racing after a big meet, for example. So it's a new challenge for me to find a way to swim fast and taper for short course. It's completely different to long course, for example.
Well, you're doing well so far, so good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
A win for Sarah Sjostrom. In the 50 freestyle, she had a 1-3 finish. And as you take a look at the MVP standings. Caleb Dressel, what a performance for him today. He added himself a 50 breaststroke, certainly had really an unbelievable first day. Started off with a win in the 100 butterfly, swam the 50 breaststroke, and even after those first two events, was able to set a world record in the 50 freestyle. So take a look at the day that was for Caleb Dressel.
Yeah, the 53, the world record. This is the 50 butterfly, so the 100 butterfly to start off. It was about him and Chad Leclos, and then Tom Shields closest to us. It was Caleb that got the win. It was tight, but he did enough.
49.10 for Dressel.
Then came the 50 freestyle. The fastest man on the planet. Manadou was the world record holder leading in. Dressel and him side by side. Look how much distance Dressel takes it by, some half a second. The new world record holder, the new fastest man on the planet.
2024, the new world record for Caleb Dressel. And what a great first day it was for the Cali Condors. 9 wins on day number 1. Becky's down with Cali Condors head coach Greg Troy.
Greg, you've had a fantastic day. I mean, you've had 9 wins, world records. It's all been happening.
Yeah, it was a good day. A little up and down in a couple spots, but, you know, in a meet like this with really good competition, that's what a team dynamic is going to be about.
And how do you build on that tomorrow?
Well, we got to kind of evaluate, make sure we swim down well, get a good night's sleep, and come in and just start off the race again.
And obviously the skins and relay, they're such crucial points. Is that something that you really have to work into play? Because we saw Caleb going in the 50 metres breaststroke, for instance, tonight.
Well, that's coach probably needs to take a little credit. We didn't do enough start and turn work breaststroke. He swam really well. He just didn't get up on his breakouts, and it was kind of a winging shot. He's so good in the start. But obviously it didn't hurt him too bad. He got a little tired towards the end of the session. So. But the 50 freestyle was outstanding, and we've got that skins does make a difference tomorrow, so no one's out of the meet. It's all real close.
So tomorrow, are you going to make any changes overnight, or how do you approach it now?
We're going to sit down staff-wise and take a look at a little evaluation of how we did and see if we can find some hot hands where maybe we can move some things around. But we'll make that decision when we sit down and take a little cooler heads and take a little look at it.
Well, the team looked fantastic, so good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cali Condors currently second, 13.5 points behind Energy Standards. A lot of people thought that the London Roar would be the grand final champions. They find themselves third after day number 1, but again, they're only 17 points behind with triple points, relays tomorrow. You can see that type of difference get evaporated in an instant.
There's a lot of swimming to go, and as Greg Troy was saying there, can he get some hot hands this evening? He'll look at the relays, look at some of the other swimmers. Maybe they've been performing better than some of his stars, so he'll maybe change things over for tomorrow. That's where you've got to look at who's on form, who's not, and you've got to make these tough decisions, these tough changes, because it's all about the team. It's not about the individual.
What a great first day, led by Caleb Dressel, Lily King, Nick Fink. I think that he was one of the surprise swimmers for the Cali Condors, the fact that he won 2 breaststroke events. Again, that's one of the things about this grand final. It's unpredictable, and if you get somebody like Nick Fink to step up, you find a team like Cali into second, in contention to possibly win the title at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking to a lot of the swimmers before the competition, and none of them thought it was going to be theirs. Everyone looked at the London Roar and they're kind of going, no, Energy Standard are pretty good, Cali Condors are pretty good, so it's no one's until the end of this competition. Lots of racing to come.
Well, Adam Peaty will have his best event tomorrow. He's down on the pool deck with the London Roar.
Adam, it's been an up and down day for London Roar, but a solid start. How can you build on that for tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a very consistent day. Yeah, we had a few ups and downs. Caught out on the 50 with that fast start, the fast starter. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really get the kind of purchase I wanted on that start. I've been working really hard from London to try and engage that, but I've just had a quick chat to Mel, and she said, these things obviously take time. So for me, I know I'm a long course swimmer. I know that's where my heart is. I know that's where my stroke is. So I'm just trying to adapt it through the winter now and try and get a little bit of gain through the short course.
And obviously you've changed this because we saw in London that you actually swam the 200 metres breaststroke and you didn't do that tonight. How are you approaching this meet? Is it just the focus on that 50 and 100?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, the two on paper, those boys were faster, so obviously you got to give that spot for them, and you know, they did a great job tonight. But yeah, I mean, it's all about the end goal for me. It's working those turns, working those pull-outs, and working those dives, because you know, in 7 months' time for me, that's the most important race of my life. And coming into here, I'm having fun. We're in Vegas, you know, that's what it's about, and I'm not gonna, you know, let the ISL use me in a sense. I'm gonna use it to obviously perfect my training, perfect my technique, because I'm racing boys there who are used to racing yards, used to racing short course, and it's almost a different game.
And obviously you're stood next to the trophy. How much would it mean for you guys and London Raw to be lifting that tomorrow?
Bad boy, yeah, very bad boy. But we've got to come together even more, be more consistent, and because you know, these points now are going to those small wins.